Welcome, I'm Leotor Essien, and I invite you to join me on an extraordinary journey to a corner of our world that remains largely undiscovered, yet holds within its borders a richness of life that is simply astonishing. In the vast, vibrant continent of South America, a symphony of Spanish and Portuguese voices typically fills the air. Yet here in Guyana, a different melody is heard. It is the only nation on this entire landmass where English is the official language. The true richness of Guyana is not found in gold or diamonds, but in its people. The story begins with the indigenous Amerindian peoples, whose ancient traditions are woven into the very fabric of the country. Then came the waves of history. Europeans, Africans, India, China, Portugal. Each group brought with them their own unique customs, beliefs, languages, flavors, and over generations, these have not simply coexisted, but have blended and merged. In the streets of Georgetown or a small village deep in the interior, you can witness this fusion firsthand. A Hindu festival might be celebrated by people of African descent, while Creole phrases pepper a conversation between those of Indian heritage. This is not just multiculturalism, it is a profound interculturalism, a lived reality, where diversity is not just tolerated, but is the fundamental, celebrated essence of what it means to be Guyanese. The capital, Georgetown, holds a curious title. Though firmly on the South American mainland, it is known as the Garden City of the Caribbean. This name is a testament to its unique character, a blend of colonial history and tropical abundance. Towering over the streets are magnificent 19th-century wooden colonial examples, most famously the St. George's Cathedral, deep within the emerald heart of Guyana. Where the Potaro River flows, the world seems to fall away. Nature has sculpted a wonder of breathtaking power and scale, Kayatur Falls. This is not merely a waterfall, it is a colossal curtain of water, the world's largest single-drop waterfall by volume. It plunges an astonishing 226 meters, nearly 5 times the height of Niagara Falls. To stand at the precipice of Kayatur is to feel humbled. To fly over Guyana is to witness a world draped in an endless blanket of green. An incredible 80% of the country is covered by pristine, untouched rainforest. This is not just a collection of trees. It is one of the last great intact wildernesses on our planet. Within this green ocean, life thrives in astonishing variety. It is a realm of giants and jewels. This immense forest is not just a national treasure for Guyana. It is a vital organ for the entire planet, a lung that breathes life into our atmosphere. The cultural fusion that defines Guyana is perhaps most deliciously expressed in its cuisine. The national dish, pepper pot, is a rich, slow-cooked meat stew of Amerindian origin. From the streets of Georgetown to the family dinner table, this fusion is everywhere. You can find Indian-inspired curries and rotis, Chinese-style fried rice and chow mein. African culinary traditions live on in dishes like metemji. This blending creates a culinary landscape that is bold, complex, and utterly unique. Along the banks of a mighty river, a sweet treasure is cultivated, one that has carried the name of this waterway across the globe. The Demerara River lends its name to Demerara sugar. This is not the refined white sugar common in much of the world. The story of Demerara sugar is intertwined with the history of Guyana itself. Look at a map, and Guyana's position is clear. It is firmly on the South American mainland, yet in its politics, economy, and cultural identity, Guyana often looks north, across the sea. It is a founding and integral member of the Caribbean community, or CARICOM. This connection creates a fascinating cultural paradox. It is a fascinating example of how history and culture can forge connections that defy simple geography, placing Guyana in a unique position as a bridge between two worlds. On a sun-drenched field, you will hear the gentle thwack of leather on willow, followed by polite applause or a collective groan. This is the sound of cricket, a sport that holds a special place in the heart of Guyana. When the West Indies cricket team plays, the entire country comes to a standstill. The sport transcends ethnic and social divides, bringing people together in shared hope and celebration. The very name of the country, Guyana, whispers a fundamental truth about its landscape. Derived from an Amerindian word, it means land of many waters. Great rivers like the Essequibo, the Demerara, the Berbice, and the quarantine act as the lifeblood of the nation. They serve as highways into the dense interior, sources of food, and conduits of life. For centuries, these waterways have shaped the lives of the people who live along their banks. In the slow-moving blackwater rivers of Guyana's interior lurks a living relic from a prehistoric age. This is the domain of the arapaima, the world's largest scaled freshwater fish. A true river monster, the arapaima can grow to lengths of over 3 meters and weigh more than 200 kilograms. Today, thanks to pioneering community-led conservation efforts, the arapaima is making a comeback. Seeing one of these giants surface is a breathtaking experience, a powerful connection to the ancient, wild heart of Guyana's land of many waters. In the very center of Guyana lies a place that is an ancient forest that is a vision of the future. The Iwokrama rainforest is a vast protected area, nearly 1 million acres, far more than just a nature reserve. It is a living laboratory, a global model for sustainable use without destruction, managed in partnership with local Makushi Amerindian communities. While visitors can experience the rainforest firsthand by walking on the famous Iwokrama Canopy Walkway, suspended high among the treetops. Iwokrama is a beacon of hope. Every February, the streets of Guyana erupt in a riot of color, music, and dance. This is Mashramani, or MASH, the nation's vibrant and energetic annual festival. The name is an Amerindian word meaning the celebration after cooperative work. People from all backgrounds come together, celebrating shared identity and the fruits of their collective labor. Beyond the world of science and documented history lies another realm, that of folklore and myth, which runs deep in the Guyanese psyche. Among the most famous and feared of these figures is the Ole Hige, a shape-shifting vampire-like entity, often an old woman by day, who sheds her skin at night and transforms into a ball of fire. These stories are more than just spooky tales. They are a vital part of Guyana's cultural heritage, a reminder that the world is filled with wonders and dangers that exist just beyond the edge of sight. Along the swampy riverbanks and in the dense, tangled vegetation of the coastal plain lives one of the most peculiar birds on Earth. This is the Hoatzin, Guyana's national bird. The Hoatzin is often called the stink bird. Even more remarkably, the chicks have claws on their wings. Those tiny claws let them clamber through branches around their nests. That trait is seen in early bird fossils like Archaeopteryx. The Hoatzin, a living link to a distant prehistoric past. In the southwest of Guyana, where the rainforest gives way to a different kind of wilderness, lies the Rupununi savanna. This is a vast, sweeping expanse of grassland. The Rupununi is a land of giants. One of the best places in the world to see the giant anteater, a truly bizarre and wonderful creature. The rivers that cut through the savanna are home to the giant river otter, the world's largest otter species, which hunts in boisterous family groups. And soaring overhead, one might spot the jabiru stork, one of the tallest flying birds in the Americas. While Kayatur Falls is famed for its sheer single drop, Guyana is home to another waterfall of immense power and unique beauty, Orinduik Falls. Here, the river cascades over a series of semi-precious jasper and red rock terraces, creating a wide, multi-stepped waterfall that is as inviting as it is impressive. Unlike the intimidating abyss of Kayatur, Orinduik feels like a natural water park. A nation's flag is its most potent symbol, a story told in color and shape. Guyana's flag, known as the Golden Arrowhead, is a beautiful and deeply meaningful design. The green represents the vast forests. The golden arrowhead symbolizes mineral wealth. The white signifies the many waters. The black represents endurance. And the red stands for the zeal and passion that drives the nation forward. In a world that feels increasingly crowded, Guyana offers something increasingly rare: space. With a population of just under 800,000 people, spread across a territory larger than England, you can travel for days through the rainforest without seeing another soul. This emptiness is not a void. It is a space filled with life, with the sounds of the jungle and the sweep of the wind. And this brings us to our final, and perhaps most unbelievable fact. Guyana is rapidly becoming one of the world's most sought-after destinations for eco-tourists. Here you can track jaguars with Amerindian guides, live in community-run eco-lodges, and explore landscapes that few outsiders have ever seen. Guyana is actively choosing a path of sustainable tourism, leveraging its natural wealth not by destroying it, but by preserving it. It is a country on the cusp of discovery, a place that offers a glimpse into what our world once was, and what it could be again if we choose to protect it. Our journey through the wonders of Guyana has come to an end, but the story of this incredible nation continues. We have seen a land defined by its many waters and its many peoples, a place where the roar of Kayatur Falls is matched by the vibrant rhythm of Mashramani. Now, I turn the journey over to you. Of all the stories we've shared today, which one resonated with you the most? If this exploration has sparked your curiosity, I invite you to subscribe and join our community of explorers. Thank you for traveling with me through the heart of Guyana. Until our next adventure, may you continue to look at the world with wonder.